Thank you. Namaste. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, we're not going to be hokey, I promise. Not too much. So, everybody's doing well tonight? Yeah? See some new faces. Thanks for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. Now, who has seen my act before? Let me ask you that. All right, a bunch of new faces. All right, well, welcome to the party. Well, it's funny, the other day I was telling somebody about it, and I said, you know, I do this thing called spiritual comedy. And she goes, spiritual comedy? Well, how does that work? You know, like she thought I was going to like make fun of people or something, you know? It's like, no, that's not what it's about. You take spiritual stuff and make it funny, you know? So, other than a few little things like pretending I'm Christ or spiritual Tourette's or, you know, joking about the Antichrist, it's a pretty tame act, all right? So just hang on to your knickers, all right? Yeah, in pranic healing, we exercise all the chakras. So, I've been doing pranic healing about 11 years, actually, this month. So, yeah, pretty stoked. Yeah, thank you. Very grateful. It's been a very wonderful experience for me, so very, very grateful. So, I wanted to give you a few little tips on things that you can do for healing. So one of the things, most of us know this, right? Cutting the negative cords, that's a big one. How many times do you use that every day? Like, hey, how are you? Yeah, you can't really say, screw you, you know, it doesn't really... Loving detachment, baby, loving detachment. Another thing you can do is clapping, right? Clapping, if you focus on disintegrating, you know, disintegrate negative energy, right? So, now let me just say, it doesn't work on exes. You know, pay that child support. You know, doesn't work on bosses. Yeah, okay. So I was late. So you know, it doesn't work. And it doesn't work on yourself either. You know, I've been bad. No, it doesn't. Little added note: you can always come up with a happy dance. You know, for me, it's the white boy dance, right? You know this one, yeah, from the '80s. It's like, you're having a bad day, yeah. Just, sure, it's fun in public too. You roll in the mall and just, hey, how are you? Having a bad day, but it's okay. Worst case scenario, you can always just go straight to spiritual Tourette's. Yeah, that's right. So instead of cursing people, you bless them, right? Like, God bless you, going base, you know. Om Shanti, you know. Laugh at my jokes, you know. So. Right? It's just to build up a pressure, right? So, actually spoke to a buddy of mine, ironically enough. It's actually true. He actually does have Tourette's. You know, and I asked him about it because I didn't want to offend anybody. And I said, you know, what do you think if I use this kind of little bit in my act? And he said something very profound to me. He says, if you make a joke about it, I'll knee you in the groin, okay? But after that, he said something really profound. He says, hey, if people got an issue with that, you know, I don't. I think it's hilarious. So stand in your truth and do it with love, right? Very exciting. All right. Well, with all these new wonderful times, it's sometimes challenging for spiritual people to meet people, right? We don't really go to nightclubs anymore. We go to, like, the juice bar, right? It's like, yeah, my new friend over here will have a divine ecstasy. And I'm going to have a pumping the kundalini. All right. I'll start doing the wheatgrass body shots. So, if you're at the juice bar and you see somebody nice that you'd like to, you know, interact chakras with, I have some spiritual pickup lines for you. You're welcome. My gift to you. Thank you, thank you. And just remember, when it comes to auras, size does matter. First one, what's a soul like you doing on a planet like this? If I told you I had a nice aura, would you hold it against me? Here's one for the advanced crowd. Why don't you put the tip of your tongue on the roof of my mouth? You guys get it? I love you. I knew this was going to be a good night. We keep going. We're not stopping. How about this one? Do you know the difference between Hatha yoga and tantric yoga? No? Want to meditate? And my favorite, is that a sex chakra in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? Yeah, it just keeps going, right? Yeah. So hopefully, if those lines work out for you, and I hope they do, just think of me, I do weddings. See, I'm working all angles here tonight. It's not just one. Hopefully a nice relationship will come out. Now sometimes, and I don't know if you've noticed this, sometimes spiritual people, especially like if they're psychic, sometimes they're not always spiritual, you know? Sometimes we all hide behind something, right? It's just the nature of being human, right? So this one girl I met many years ago, Ironically, she told me she was an alien, which I found out was probably true, but she was also a psychic. She was a psychic, and God bless her, man. You know, we'd get in these little arguments about all kinds of stuff, you know. So without realizing, one day we're having this spiritual conversation, spirited conversation actually, and we're screaming back and forth at each other. And I said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So without realizing it, because she knows all about the energy thing, right? I cut the negative cord in front of her. I went, whatever. She goes, whatever. And I'm like, oh, you know, so it's like, well, God bless you. God bless you. And we started to try and outdo each other, right? Your 5th initiation, your 6th initiation. God bless you. God bless you times infinity. You had a fun little nickname for her. She was my cute little precious Antichrist. Hi, sweetie. Hi, yeah. Thought that was going to blow everybody out. Thanks for taking it. So it's crazy, yeah. Crazy with relationships and all the ins and outs, right? Things like that. So you never know what happens, right? So what do you need? You need a job to support a relationship. Now, fortunately for me, my day job is doing healings and readings and all this other good stuff, right? So the only problem is some people come in and they want, like, fortune telling, right? Which, you know, that's cool and everything. That's fun. But, you know, it's fun to get the people who, like, okay, yeah, I really want to learn and grow. You know, I'll do a little bit of the fortune telling. So this one girl, she comes in. She wasn't ready for it, right? And she's like, is my boyfriend going to leave me? And I'm like, well, I noticed your chakras are this color and this and that and your karma and blah, you know, and I went on. I mean, I was just channeling the divine. I was giving her like this divine energy, like pearls that I've worked hard for years. And at the end of it, she goes, yeah, but is he going to leave me? Yes, he's going to leave you. I don't get it, man. That's when I had to, you know, change the channel and everything. So. That's all you can do, baby. So, and of course, sometimes if you got to get to work, right? So what's the fun place? The freeway. You know it, yeah. It's a meditation in and of itself. This is how my mind works. You got to get used to it. I saw light, you know, it was like light beer in one of the trucks. Yeah, and I thought, gee, I wonder what light spells backwards. It's Thigil, just in case you're wondering. So, yeah, for the rest of the day, I was like, Thigil, Thigil! You know, my meditation, you know. I knew it had some, you know, open secret in there. Thigil! Bless you, come in peace, Thigil! You know, it all came out, you know. I know, fun for me, too. We're just getting started, baby. Hang on! So, driving down the traffic, right, and all this other... See, I don't even look at the astrology report anymore. I just look at the freeway, right? That's how I know how my day is going to be. It's like, okay, extra prayers today. So here's a prayer for you. A little gift from me to you. A little prayer that you can use on the freeway in case somebody gives you a hard time. Okay? You're welcome. Lord, thank you for blessing that person with good driving skills, consideration of others, and may your asinine chakra be completely healed now. If you're not ready for that, that's okay. You can just kind of do the combo job, right? God bless you, you jerk. You know, so that also works too. So. Yeah, that's a fun. And make sure you cut the negative cords. So bumper stickers, right? So there's some cool bumper stickers out there. You all remember all the classics, like, you know, teachers do it with class, and yeah, divers do it deeper. Remember all those ones, right? Zen practitioners do it with clarity. Buddhists do it without attachment. Here's my favorite. Yogis do it with a twist. That's a pleaser, ladies and gentlemen. That's a closer right there. Spiritual comedians do it as long as they want, whenever they want, and everybody's satisfied. Thank you. Yes. I don't know who everybody is. That's a group healing, it sounds like. I don't do that anymore. You can always take the other ones, right? Hindus do it with Shakti, you know. You got the easy ones, right? Jewish people would do it with guilt. Christians do it only on the missionary position. Yeah. Those are the easy ones, right? How about the combo job, right? For the people who want to hedge their bets, the Jewish Christian people. Yeah, that way it's like they can do it only on Sunday and feel guilty about it. It's like, hey, you know what? I love my Jewish culture, but just in case they're right about that Christ thing, let me go ahead and just, Aliens do it at light speed. I just throw that in because I'm going to do an alien bit lately. So, got one of my martial art buddies. This one's for you, Tommy. Ninja do it in the dark. All right, thank you. How is my healing? Call 1-800 fix aura. Have you hugged your aura today? Nobody on that one? Oh, come on. Remember the old school? Have you hugged your... One second, let me just... Hey, Mom? Yeah, it happened. I know, I was trying to be funny and they... What? I know, I tried to tell them to laugh at it. Okay. It's for you. Very exciting. That's good. Because I'm excited about it, because you're friends and I love you, all right? All right, I appreciate it. That's why we call it spiritual healing. I got all excited with that Buddhist do it without attachment, and it just... Woo! Yeah, I'm like Buddhist, man, without attachment! Yeah. All my friends are like, yeah, I'm a Buddhist now! All right, so from Freeway, what do we got? We got to have something to ease the stress, right? So, meditations, of course. And a lot of celebrities are getting into the act now, right? Yeah. Demi Moore, Oprah, Brad Pitt's doing a lot of service work. That's pretty cool stuff, right? You know, Elvis has actually got a CD coming out. Yeah, it's from his old his old school. I sit home. Our great crowd, I appreciate that. Now it's song time. So here is the song that Elvis had on his wonderful CD. Wise healers say, thank you, only fools don't stabilize its broken, for I can tell healing your chakras too. You like it? Shall I heal? Would it be a blessing? For I can tell healing your chakras too. That's the fun part. Life from beneath flows gently to the crown. That which must go up sometimes must come down. You know that's take divine love. Take my whole heart too. Thank you, baby. For I can tell healing your chakras too. You know the words. For I can, sing with me, help healing your chakras too. Elvis, ladies and gentlemen. I can hear my guitar later. Elvis was just extra loud. Yeah, right, thank you. Improv, it just comes out. You know, I was with the Orange County Crazies for like 6 months, so, you know, they just kind of give you a little act and say, okay, you're in the DMV and somebody spanks you, go. You know, it's like, help, my mother's here. You know, it's like... I know, it's fun for me. So other celebrities that are getting into the act, right, starting to have their own meditation CD. John Wayne. Well, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, Pilgrim. Time for meditation. Put your hands in the proper mudra, Waha. Om Shanti, 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 Waha. Waha is apparently an ancient Sanskrit term meaning like, just chill out, baby. Love the Duker, man. How about James Brown? Wow! Yeah, that's all he does is wow! You know, I can do the happy dance of James Brown. See, only the front row got that one. Sorry, I have to get that. How about Chewbacca from Star Wars? Right? You know, I don't know if he's chanting a mantra or having an orgasm. Slow down, Chewie, you're killing me! Yeah, this is not the monk on the hill talking about the flowers kind of comedy. It's the other kind that your mother warned you about. Welcome to the party. And my favorite, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right, our beloved governor. He's coming out with a meditation CD. I'm the blessinator. I'm blessing all of California. Falcon, I'm so sorry. Please vote for me. Arnie, baby, you gotta love him. So sayings, right? There's some other new sayings, right? Like God bless you, or you know, that's an easy one, right? God luck, cut the cords, baby. That's right. I know, you gotta be careful. You always know when you do a bad joke in front of a bunch of healers. They go, yeah. God bless you, go in peace. So sayings, right? God luck, right? God luck to you. Right. The squeaky chakra gets the healing. Blessed to impress. You can lead a soul to incarnation, but you can't make them develop. And the classic, this is a closer, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I got my third eye on you. Yeah, you know it's a funny spiritual joke, right? I told that to one of my friends. He's like an ex-biker, and he laughed at it. So that's when I go, So sports are also changing, too, with this wonderful new awakening that's happening on the planet, right? I mean, I figure after all the, you know, Armageddon and all that other stuff, if that stuff true, I don't think it is, but just saying it for the act, you know. When Jesus comes back and saves everybody, he's got to, you know, have a job, right? And what better way to reach the men, except for you guys here, of course, about spirituality than to be on Monday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Football. Tonight we have the special announcer, Mr. JC. JC, ladies and gentlemen. Blessed art thou for tuning in tonight. We have a great game for you. We have the Boston Blessers and the California Chakras. And there's the kickoff. Oh, and it's caught by, oh, somebody's trying to be funny here. It's caught by number 666. Oh, that's not right. Oh, and he dropped the ball. Go figure. Yeah. Well, let's go down to the field and see what the referee says. Yeah, it's illegal courting with negative intention. First down and bad karma for the rest of the game. Another one to get kind of the southern part of town. WWF, World Wrestling Federation, yeah. The Junkyard Dog, see, he's just a metaphor for his junk. Roddy Piper, you know, he wears the kilt, right? That's a past life reference. So you're working with me. I didn't work too hard on it. I was like, how can I squeeze that in? Right. Go to a boxing event, right? Now that one guy's got the big famous call, but he modifies a little bit. Let's get ready to spiritually accelerate ourselves. You know, so. Thank you. Love you. Don't make me go back there and bless you some more, because I've been doing it for about a week now. So after sporting events, what do we got? Music. That's right. You want more music?
Yeah.
Don't just say it. Spring it. I'd like to apologize to the front row. So music today, it's kind of wacky, right? I mean, being spiritual people, we kind of have to watch what our thoughts are and, you know, what we say, because it affects our aura pretty quickly, right? Of course, I don't know if I can make that claim to fame after this act, but I'm going to go with it. So one of my favorite bands, Bon Jovi, totally rock, but they got some really intense songs, right? So it's like, as Romeo is bleeding, disintegrate. But you can't see his blood, I know, because it just disintegrated it. It's nothing but some feelings that this old dog kicked up. You're not a dog, you're the soul. Raining since you left me. Okay. Now I'm drowning in the flood, disintegrate, erase, set it clear. See, I've always been a fighter, and there's that past life reference again. But without you, I give up. Crazy, huh? So I modified a couple of songs, just to kind of help us out, so I could sing them, right? I'm gonna get some water first, because water is good H2O. Woo! You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better, are you?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm okay with it. I just wanted you to be honest and clear. That's what we're about here. Let's give it a go, shall we? Jesus is a friend. Now I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed. It ain't hard to define. Jesus got himself salvation, and I wanna make it mine. 'Cause he's watching us with those eyes, and he's loving us with that spiritual body. I just know it. And he's holding us in his arms late at night. 'Cause of Jesus, that's what he does. You know, I wish that I had Jesus' salvation. Jesus' salvation. Where can I find salvation like that? I know, it's fun for me too. Yo no soy human. Yo no soy human. Soy spiritual being. Soy spiritual being. Soy spiritual being. Sing with me. Baba chakra. Baba chakra. Baba chakra. Ay, ay, ay. Baba chakra. I love people, baby. Healing away again. Searching for my lost prayer of rubbing alcohol. You wouldn't know unless you're taking the class. Some people claim that there's bad karma to blame. It's my own spiritual path. Just so you know. Being alone, we're never really alone, it's just an illusion of separation. Chakras, I love you, I couldn't leave if I tried. 'Cause I'd be out of the body and that'd be no fun. For the big one?
Yeah.
Namaste. You make my heart sway. You make everything enlightened. Namaste. Namaste, I think you move me. But I want to know for sure. Come on and bless me tight. Whatever that means. I love you. Come on, we're gonna sing again. Namaste. You make my heart sway. You make everything enlightened. Namaste. Come on, namaste. Come on, namaste. Great audience. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming. Give yourselves a hand. By the way, I forgot to mention we have a special guest in the house tonight. God is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a big hand. Yeah, God, ladies and gentlemen. special guest stars. Yes, let's give it up for them. Anybody like movies out there? You like movies?
Yeah.
I'm a big movie fan. I actually kind of wondered, because I used to watch a lot of TV, the old electronic babysitter, right? God bless America. And I always wondered, it's like, gee, I wonder what it would be like to put some of my favorite cartoon characters in some of the movies I like. All right, so I've got Cookie Monster in Forrest Gump. Forrest, what are we going to do next? Cookie. Forrest, there's war going all around us. What do we do? Cookie. That's what he says, right? Shrimp scampi, shrimp gumbo, cookie. Hey, there's your girlfriend, Jenny. Cookie. Homer Simpson in The Sixth Sense. I see dead people, woohoo! You know. Stupid dead people. God bless. I know, got it. Go ahead, just do it, baby. Swing it, wham! Send it home. It's a ballpark, Frank. They, in fact, plump when you cook them. It's funny for a vegetarian to say. Okay. And my favorite, now this may throw you, so just hang on. How about Sylvester the cat, right? Chases Tweety Bird in The Passion. Oh, shit, that quit. Stop it. It hurts. I totally get the spiritual comment, but boy, after about 2 minutes, like, okay, I get it. I get it. That was a harsh one, but I loved it, all right? So, another thing I like to do is cross-motionate movies, right? So, for example, remember Boogie Nights? Anybody? Yeah. With Lord of the Rings? Yeah, so you end up having Gollum looking down at his genitals going, my precious, my precious. Smeagol, like my precious. You want it, just take it. Own it. Don't make me channel Sam Kinison, man, because it's going to get crazy. How about the Terminator and Little Buddha? Enlightenment or else, you know. I'm going to bless you. Okay. How about What the Bleep and Fight Club? Call it Enlightenment Club, right? First rule of Enlightenment Club, we do not talk about enlightenment. Second rule of Enlightenment Club, we do not talk about enlightenment. That's okay. You just cut it. God bless you. Go in peace. All right. I got a million of them. Hey, I get to cut the cords too, all right? So just hang on. I won't even ask if you're a President Bush fan, because you're here, okay? But, okay, no disrespect to him, all right? This is healing in a different form. But what if you took Fahrenheit 9/11 and Groundhog Day? It's him getting his ass kicked again and again and again. Oh! Welcome to the jungle! The Green Mile and Girls Gone Wild. Yeah, it's called a different kind of healing, baby. Just let it formulate in there. That's just, okay, that's all good. They're like stunned. They're going to get it at midnight tonight. Go, the Green Mile, right? Oh, Jeff, I'm calling him that crazy. You don't have to be crazy to do this stuff, but it sure helps, right? So my crazy chakra is wide open, baby. Yeah, just like Mom used to make. All right, well, that came down. Okay. So, love being a healer, right? Very exciting. Everybody, just really empowering. There's nothing like a one-on-one healer. Well, many years ago, I used to work over at the Shark Club in Orange County. Happened to be there on an off night, and there were 3 of my buddies there. And one of them, one was a big, like, kind of redneck kind of looking guy. The other guy's a big Israeli guy, and the other guy's a big Cuban guy. Now, the reason I mention their wonderful cultures is because sometimes in those circles, especially with men, you don't usually start going, hey, chakras. You know, they don't necessarily connect in that way, you know. So the fact that they were very open and receptive was actually really cool. So my friend, he's like, you know, he's all bent over, and I'm like, what's the matter? And he says, well, I was working out all day, and I got kind of a headache, and, you know, kind of strained my neck. I said, what do you want me to fix that for you? Yeah, exactly. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, no, I do this thing called pranic healing. It's a no-touch healing modality. I said, what do you got to lose except the pain? So he goes, okay, cool. So, you know, he takes off his hat. I start working on him. And as I'm working on him, he literally starts to get better right before our eyes, right? I mean, he's literally standing up straighter and going, wow, this stuff's working. And I turn and look at my 2 buddies, right? And they're like, you know, staring at it like they're starting to, like, you know, like, what's going on here, man? So as I'm continuing working, he's almost 100% better. And finally, remember we talked about the Green Mile, right? I turned to the side and went, oh man, the look on their face, they were like, ah! It was hilarious. And I turned and went, spiritual comedy, remember? You know? So, yeah, part of the fun. Yeah, healing's great, you know. I often, back to the whole cartoon reference, I often wondered, what if Superman was a healer? Yeah, I mean, would he have like a big H on his chest? You know, could he heal that whole kryptonite thing, you know, on his infomercial? Yeah, heal that kryptonite, I can heal you. If you clairvoyantly observed him, would his chakras be made out of steel? You know? Thank you. I'll take it. Of course, you got to be careful if you get a hands-on healing from him, right? You know, knocks you to the wall. Oh, damn it, honey, sorry, we got to call the carpenter. I did it again, you know. I know, it's fun for me, too. So when I first started pranic healing, there was a lot of clairvoyance in there. And, you know, Grandmaster, bless you. Come on, let's all say it, bless you. That's what you do. Spiritual comedy, baby. So, you know, he's always calling on people, and I'm thinking, wow, these people can just see everything. What if they know that I didn't take out the trash this morning? Or yeah, you know, what if they knew they were looking at that girl and going, ooh, she's cute, you know? And then I got to the point, like, I don't even care, man. Big rebel that I am, right? I don't care, man. You want some more? Yeah, I was looking at that girl. Bam, take it. Then, of course, I finally realized they got better things to do. You know? Look at my humble little thoughts. So here's a joke for all the clairvoyants out in the audience. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. How was it? Good for you? Yeah, baby. I won't tell you it was me in my underwear, but it was good. It was good for me. And I want to say thanks for the memories, really. I don't smoke, but if you pass me the incense, I will make an exception. So, anybody ever been to a Whole Life Expo? Those are fun. Have you ever been to any of those? Yeah? Pretty wild places. So, I was just starting pranic healing, been doing it about 9 months at that time. And I'm working on this woman, right? And she suddenly pops her eyes open and she goes, did you shine a light in my eye? And I'm like, well, no, what are you talking about? She goes, well, I saw this flashing light and I thought you shined a flashlight in my eye. I said, no, it's obviously my skilled healing is activating your clairvoyance. She goes, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. I'm that good. So she says, 9 months, right? I'm that good. You know? So she goes, okay, cool. So she closes her eyes again. I'm like, okay, cool. So she pops them open again, right? She goes, are you sure you're not shining a flashlight in my eye? Because I saw something. I said, no, it's obviously my skilled healing is activating your clairvoyance. So she went off, to get a girly in photography or whatever, get her aura taken. And this other woman sat down. And after about a minute, she pops her eyes open and says the same thing. Are you shining a flashlight in me? Because I'm really seeing something. Not in me, but on my face. It's a whole different joke. And I said, yeah, it's like the, Poppin' Tarts. Yeah, it just doesn't cross over, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. It just came out. Anyway, so I said, no, I'm not shining a flashlight, but it's obviously my skilled healing is activating your clairvoyance. You're welcome. And then I started to see it. And I'm like, yeah, cool, this stuff works. It works. I knew it. You know those little laminated badges that they make you wear? Yeah, it was like a spotlight like this, and it was hitting her and blasting her in the face. So, of course, being the spiritual being and having all the integrity that I have, there was only one thing I could do. Obviously, my skilled healing is activating your clairvoyance. So I decided to take a little break, and I'm walking down a little path. Have you ever seen those animal psychics, the people who talk to animals, right? Now, no disrespect on that. They're really cool. There's some really good ones out there. And I was watching this one woman. She had a tape out. You ever heard the one where the dog literally caught, the husband cheating on the neighbor? She's like, yeah, I asked him, and he was wondering why you were rolling around naked with the neighbor. It's like, right? Of course, that same dog also says, my butt tastes like sunshine. And so, of course, they asked the cat, right? What do you think? And the cat's like, don't talk to me. Go talk to the dog. He wants it. I talk to the bird, and the bird's like, don't talk to the cat. Thuffer and thuckatash. All right. Try to throw that in. I just, bam, gave you a little love bomb on that one. right? The love healing. You know what I'm talking about. All right. They also asked the fish, too. It's like, well, what do you think? It's like fish, like, help, let me out of here. I didn't do anything to you. What do you mean here? It's just a gallon tank. Help me. It's probably OJ in a past life or something. Oh, spank. Or whomever. Pick your villain of choice. I don't care, Can be Shakespeare for all I care. I think somebody, filter it in there later. Add that in later. So then I'm continuing on, right? And I'm starting to hear rapping. That's not something you usually hear at a spiritual place, right? And I go over, and the album cover, and it says G. Diddy on it. Yeah, it's Gandhi rapping. My name is Gandhi, and I'm here to say I'm blessing you 24 hours a day. Yo, Gandhi. India representing you. All right. Just for the record, with all the Jesus and Gandhi jokes, I did specifically ask permission. So they said as long as I didn't get too crazy, I could go with it. So they're probably going to call later anyway, so it's all good. Then I got a little further down. I heard some more rapping, right? It was the inner child section. And it was Baby G. And, oh, yeah, Baby G in the playhouse with my mind on my diaper and my diaper on my mind. So, for the MTV crowd, there's a couple of you in here. I appreciate it. You're grandma. That's what you know. So. Yeah, everybody knows about the crystal children and the indigo children, the rainbow children, all the wonderful higher children that are coming in, right? So we got to start, changing the program a little bit, right? Otherwise, they're going to be, first of all, they're going to have cell phones, right? So if we don't take care of them, here's the conversation, right? Ring. Yeah, hey, Mom, how's it going? No, I'm out here meditating. Yeah, I know you think cleaning my room is more important than meditation, but I don't. Yeah. Who's the enlightened one? That's what I thought. Yeah, I'll be home later, no problem. I'm sorry, what? Oh, you want me to take out the trash? Okay, yeah. I tell you what, why don't you clean up your mental room? Okay? Why don't you take out your spiritual trash, and then you and I can talk about those other things, okay? Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, but I'm crazy? Okay, well, let me ask you this. You're my mom. What does that say about you and your karma, all right? And God bless all mothers, man. I love you. So, in my continued effort to do service and to help out people, you're welcome, I have once again analyzed many cartoons and made a couple of little adjustments for our new spiritual babies coming in. First of all, you got Porky Spig, Spig, yeah, it's his cousin. They go way back. I think, therefore, I'm spam. Did I say welcome to the jungle already? I said that. Channeling Sam Kinison. I mentioned that. Okay, I have to come up with something. I mean that in a spiritual way. Okay, how about that? Remember the old I am that I am? Right? That's very popular, right? Well, what does Popeye always say? I am what I am. See, it's already part of the act. Eat your spinach, come on, only fight when you have to. I mean, come on. That's good stuff. That's spiritual philosophy right there. Spiritual philosophy 101. The other classic, now you're going to like this one, Elmer Fudd. Be very, very quiet. We seeking enlightenment. Instead of Yogi the Bear, it's Bear the Yogi. I don't think the ranger's going to like that. I've been meditating on a picnic basket all day. Fred Flintstone, right? Remember that? When he'd go to that closet, every time he'd ask Wilma where something's at, where's my camera, honey? And he's like, oh, it's in the closet. And he's like, there! He got that big closet, and every time he opens it up, the bowling ball falls in him, right? Symbolic of the subconscious mind. See, there you go. You're welcome. Again, my gift to you. Let the healing continue. Now, Scooby-Doo can be a little challenging to understand sometimes. I know that's the focus of your day, right? That's when you think of all the things you got to take care of in this life. Speaking Scooby-Doo is one of those things. Not really, I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna translate for you, okay? So when he says ruh-roh, I love you. Sit up here, please. When he says ruh-roh, what he's really saying is, I think there might be some negative karma manifesting. And we better be careful. Okay. If they say jinkies, that means you could be right. There may in fact be some negative karma manifesting, and we definitely better start service and tithing and doing the Twin Heart. And if they say zoinks, that means there's definitely some negative karma manifesting, and we better get the hell out of here. Here's the classic. I didn't share this with you earlier, but there's actually a cartoon meditation that's coming out. I'm going to let this one sink in for a minute. Beavis and Butthead. Do you guys like meditate and stuff? Meditation is so cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. That was just, okay, that's all right. On the CD, they're going to love it. Some little kid at MTV is going to be like, yeah, he's probably going to become like the spiritual healer because of that. So, God bless you. Go in peace. All right. Om Shanti Shanti. Forgill, forgill. Maybe I'll get a chuckle. All right. So another thing is TV, right? Now, there's actually a lot of people think, TV's really not that good, but there's actually some really good things on TV. I mean, Discovery Channel can be kind of fun, history, right? You ever seen that show, Starting Over? That's very healing, man. I sit back there and watch that. And just for the record, guys, if you ever want to, please your lady and show them that you're in touch with your feelings, just watch that show with them and just go, honey, what do you think? So that's for you, baby, okay? That's my gift to you. It's not a con, it's like you're actually connecting with him, so it's really cool. So actually, I like a lot of reality shows. I think they're going to come out with a new reality show, Extreme Healing.
Yeah.
We take a bunch of advanced healers and give spiritual blessings to people who aren't ready for them. Yeah! This episode, spiritual vomiting, You've all been through it, right? Anybody had an awakening? You just go, holy crap, nobody told me about this. I should have taken the blue pill. Of course, after that, there's a lot of funny commercials on. Have you ever seen the one with the car insurance? Right? With the, it's so easy, even a caveman can do it. You ever seen those? And the guy's like, I'll take the duck with the roast salsa or whatever, the mango salsa. You ever seen those? Those are funny. Well, I like a lot of tofu. So for me, instead of Mountain Dews, right, do the do, for me it's do the foo. Do the foo. Yeah, a lot of things. Anybody, a lot of vegetarians out there? No? Raise your hands. Yeah, okay, there's 4 of us. All right. That's okay. I still like you. It's all good. I got leather boots at home. It's all good. You ever had tofurkey? Oh, yeah. That's the vegetarian version of Spam, all right? Tofurkey. Yeah, my friends, a while back, I had the long hair and, was celibate and I never smoked and, gave up drinking for years and they used to call me the Vegisquarian, right? Like, here's the Vegisquarian, man. Ah, Vegisquarian. Of course, they all knew I was like a 3rd-degree black belt, so I'm like, well, I can kick your ass. Chakra, so I didn't get the chakra part, but it was good for me, so I got it. That's what's important. So. Now, the nice thing about having long hair, I think about ready to take it down. You ready? You want it? Take it. Yeah. Can't really do the whole Jesus thing if you don't have the hair down. So I'm in the store, right? And I'm, in a supermarket, and this woman comes up and she goes, "Are you Jeff?" And I'm like, cool, somebody recognized me from one of my few pictures and all great. She didn't say, "Are you Jeff?" She asked, "Are you Jesus?" So, of course, without, thinking, I said, "Yes, I am he." Now, how would you like to buy your Lord and Savior some groceries? I told you I asked permission, as long as I didn't go over it. It's fun for me too, baby. So, yeah, speaking of religion, I know that's the hack way of getting into it. That's a poor segue, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? You know, a lot of times, sometimes I'll hear spiritual people talking about religion, right? And sometimes putting it down. But religion, just like everything else in this universe, has a purpose. You ever read Conversations with God? He says everything has a purpose in the universe, accept it. You still get to choose what you want in your personal space, which is cool, right? But you don't necessarily want to do all this other stuff, right? No need to judge it. Just let it be what it's going to be, right? So I thought that was a pretty cool day. And then I read Debbie Ford's The Dark Side of Light Chasers, which is kind of a cool book. And basically whatever we attract is symbolic of whatever we're putting out, right? So what you like in others, you like in yourself. What you don't like in others, you don't like in yourself. So that was one of the most enlightening days and saddest days of my life. It's like, oh, cool, damn it. You're on the freeway. You suck. I mean, so do I. You know, so. I know it's fun for the whole family. So, a couple little spiritual jokes, religious jokes for you. You ready? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
God, and isn't that nice to know? How does God change a light bulb?
I don't know.
Well, he doesn't. His light never goes out. Bam! Hit me! Okay. James Brown, happy dance. How about, we'll go the other way. Okay, this is from all my pranic healing brothers and sisters out there, okay? How does a pranic healing, or pardon me, how many pranic healers does it take to change a light bulb? 2. 1 to do it and 1 to clairvoyantly observe. Thank you. You're sitting in the back row. I love you. How about atheists, right? How did the atheist change a light bulb? He didn't really see the light yet. Oh, spank. Oh, I got another one then if you like that one. How did the atheist cross the road? Well, he didn't think there was anything on the other side. But God bless all atheists. I like what one of my healing teachers, Master Ko, says. Let us pray, but if you're an atheist, pray harder. Come on, that's fun. Hey, when in doubt, you can just namaste people, right? Everybody knows what namaste means, right? The divine light in me salutes or recognizes the divine light in you. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's better than like, yo, what up, Hey, stupid, I mean, namaste. And you can namaste situations, right? As long as you're recognizing the divine light in every situation, you're golden, right? I think it'd be funny, speaking of any situation, if the book of Revelations in the Bible was actually not about awakening the Kundalini, but actually like a real event. First of all, it's going to be on pay-per-view, right? Of course, the good news is you won't have to pay for it. Right. The bad news is you're going to be starring in it. So. Tribulation comes, that's where they take everybody up before all hell breaks loose, right? You're walking down the street with your buddy. Yes, I'm walking down the street, man. I'm got in my car, and this guy gave me a hard time on the freeway, and I blessed him and all that. Steve? Steve, where'd you go, baby? And that's about when you realize, like, oh, man, that whole God thing and religion, and, oh, man, there must be something to that. All right. Oh, crap. All of a sudden, the lake of fire comes out. You see the Antichrist, and you go, baby, hey, I missed you, honey. How are you? Didn't we used to date about 20 years ago? Remember that from the first part? Yeah, let it in. That's all right. That's okay. Spirit, you can cut the cord again. Here, let's do it. Come on. Yeah, so many things are changing, so it's all part of the good things, right? I don't know, I always kind of wondered about death, right? Like we all did. I won't get too heavy on this, but, it'd be kind of interesting, right? Okay, maybe at some point there's the angels on the clouds, and we're playing the harps, laughing at all the humans. Like, yeah, look at that. But I'm actually kind of more subscribed to reincarnation, right? Kind of makes more sense, right? I mean, does it really make sense that God would take us from whatever beautiful place that we're at, send us here for, max 100 years, and then say, okay, if you don't make it, you're going there for the rest of eternity. That's like little Johnny spilling the milk and suddenly going, okay, go sit in a chair for all eternity. It just doesn't make sense, So now I know it doesn't say this in the Bible, right? But there's probably a lot of things in there that aren't being said, right? So, and even if it did have all the secrets in the universe, I mean, what makes us think we could understand them, right? Like, it's like understanding the adults in the Peanuts cartoon, right? Yeah, what about the secrets to the universe? Wah, 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 wah. Well, it's written right here. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, I'm going to go back and check some more. Wah, 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 wah. Oh yeah, the angels are calling. Hit me. It's all good. All right. So, you know, a lot of big things are changing, right? You just never know. And I don't think we've had this kind of spiritual awakening since the caveman days and Ugg discovered the wheel, right? He's like, yeah, hey, Tantor, come here for a second, man. What do you think that is? That looks like a wheel. Oh, cool. We can start pollution, sending pollution out to the world right now. All right, cool. Where did it come from? I don't know. Maybe the aliens left it or something. Ugg, man, you extinct me, man. You extinct me. Now, come on. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I won't get off on this one either, but does it really make sense that we're alone in the entire galaxy, the entire universe? I mean, if we can get past whatever social or religious programming, really, doesn't it make sense? So, if you're at the local juice bar, and you see a hot little sexy alien that you want to get to know, remember that green girl on Star Trek? She was pretty hot, right? So, of course, she might have been just too many wheatgrass body shots, so you got to make sure to check that. But I have a couple of alien pickup lines for you. You're welcome. I like your crop circles. Is that a ray gun in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? You can pretty much do that with anything. All right. Nice wormhole. Oh! I'm going to send this tape off to Shatner. He'll love it. Like, oh, okay. Next Star Trek convention. Yeah. And the classic, hey, didn't you abduct me last week? I always thought it'd be fun if aliens had, like, southern accents. So they go to abduct you, right? And you're like, now you know, Bob, me and the boys want you to know that we don't take any pleasure in this. Okay, maybe Fulark does just a little bit. But for the rest of us, it's just business.